Hi everybody, I am here doing a video response to Whimsical Endeavors birthday Hoard Vault challenge giveaway. I hadn't heard of her channel. There are so many of them out there, and I saw Lily's video, and she and I were chatting a little bit, and she directed me to P's channel, and I've only been able to watch a couple of her videos so far, but I'm really loving the channel. I'm looking forward to watching more videos. But this challenge was so different and unique. I really wanted to participate, and once I got going with it, when I figured out what I wanted to do, I had so much fun, and it's something I know I'll treasure forever because of the subject matter. So I had actually gotten this frame, I think from an estate sale, and it's like a shallow shadow box. I haven't put the glass in yet because I didn't want the glare. So I did something to commemorate mine and my husband's wedding day. And it's a photograph I've always loved, and I transferred or printed it onto fabric. Isn't he a handsome devil? And that's probably about the best you'll ever see me look. Because I still clean up okay when I put my mind to it, but I just don't put my mind to it that much anymore. So I love the frame. I love the detail on it, and the coloring. It's almost champagne color. And what I did is first I covered the back, which is actually attached to this frame. And I'll just pull this a little bit so you can see. See, it's attached so that the glass can go in there. And it was black, so I wanted to cover that. So I put down some vintage sheet music first, and then over top of that I put down one of Kirk's grandmother's vintage hankies. And I will show you the mini Hoard Vaults from where I took these pieces. So that's the first one. She passed away about 3 years ago. And then I put down the photograph that I printed, and I went into my antique lace Hoard Vault and took out a couple of doilies. There's one here, and this one mostly got covered up, but it's there. And a small piece of antique lace, which also mostly got covered up. But it is underneath there. And I used the whole piece of lace, but I did cut the doilies, and I actually lived to tell about it. It wasn't my original intent to cut the doilies. When I had everything laid out, these were underneath of the picture, and me and my enthusiasm, I actually secured the picture down first before I put the doilies down. So then I had to work around to take care of that. So there's two vintage doilies and one, or not vintage, but antique. An antique piece of lace under here. So that is Hoard Vault number 2. This necklace actually belonged to my great-grandmother on my father's side, and it's a piece I have always loved. I would have liked to have worn it on my wedding day, but with the neckline of my dress, it wasn't going to work. I did actually loan it to my younger sister for her wedding day, So there's definitely some sentimental family memories and value in that piece. But it's a piece I have always loved. It's just stunning. And I didn't have the heart to cut it, so the ends are hanging a little bit. I might attach a couple of charms to this end, but I didn't want to break it apart. I wanted it to be clear that it was a necklace piece. So that is from my paternal great-grandmother Hoard Vault. And then from my maternal grandmother Hoard Vault, I had this pair of shoe clips, which I absolutely love. I mean, they're so cool. And, I was really glad to find a way to be able to incorporate them into the piece. And then just put a little flower that I had in my stash there. And I made a couple little clusters using flowers from my stash. And this is from Trisha, a little shabby chic. Hi, Trisha. And this cream one in here is from Lily, and I felt that was fitting since she's the one who introduced me to this challenge in the first place. Hi, Lily. And the little itty bitty yellow rosebuds were also from Trisha, and those were from the very first rack I ever received. And I've been hanging on to them, and they worked perfect for this because these were actually the colors that were in my that I used for the wedding. So that worked out awesome. Added a couple little pearls and a little crystal there. Pretty much the same thing up here. And then I just trimmed out the edging with this pretty little trim that I had found at Joann's. So now I will open up these tiny little Hoard Vaults so you can see. This belonged to Kirk's grandmother, and I mean, I was just super amazed to receive this. But this is how she stored her pretty hankies. And there are some gorgeous ones in here. And I chose, there were only 2 white ones in here, so I chose one that had a bit of embroidery detail on it. And they're all perfectly pressed. Well, as much as they can be being folded up in here. I'm not going to unfold them because I'd like to keep them as they are. Oop. I mean, this is a beautiful little way to store these. And look at the embroidery detail on that. That's so pretty. And you all know I love vintage hankies. I mean, you've seen me pick them up enough times at estate sales and flea markets. But these are extra special since they belong to Kirk's grandmother. Look at the edging on this one. And this one has gorgeous lace and crochet work attached to the lace. And this one also has a thin crochet border on it. And then there's also this vintage box. It has a couple more hankies in it. And I am assuming that these were ones that were given to her by Kirk's father, or maybe they belong to her mother. But this tiny little cushion that has mother embroidered on it, that is just the sweetest. And I know if I open these up, I'll never get them folded back the same way again, but that is so gorgeous. And then in this tiny little box, I'm not sure what that little pen is an emblem of, but that's on a little piece of fabric. And then there's another little hanky in the box. So that is Mini Hoard Vault number 1. And then we have my great-grandmother's little jewelry pieces that I was fortunate enough to get. And I keep the family pieces in a completely separate area because I don't really want to craft with them. I like to just hang on and remember. But for this challenge and for doing a piece with such sentimental and emotional value, then it was worth breaking out a few pieces on to be able to do that. And then this is my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, little Hoard Vault. And there's not much in here. Few things. Another pair of shoe clips that are awesome. And then this piece is a charm bracelet. And it's got little emblems from different states where they would have traveled, and a 16, so she may have gotten that for her 16th birthday. Or who knows, it might have even belonged to my mother. I'm going to have to ask her, but she might make me give it back if I do. So yeah, a couple little pairs of earrings in there, and a gorgeous brooch. And then a part of my antique lace Hoard Vault, and I have shared a good portion of these antique laces. I actually found most of them at a single estate sale, and this would have been summer of 2012. And I've sent some out to some of my dear friends and sissies with the instructions that they had to use them and give them a new life, bring them back. However, I have failed to do that myself until this challenge. So hopefully, now that I know it's not going to kill me to cut these pieces or whatever, then I'll feel better about starting to use them myself and bring them back some new life. But that is one of 3 boxes of my antique lace Hoard Vault. So I hope you like the piece. I'm very happy with it. It actually came together a lot faster than I thought it was going to, which I'm glad for. and I've been wanting to do something, regarding our wedding day forever. I mean, I did the regular scrapbook, but that's something that we just pull out every now and then, and this is something that I can either display either in our bedroom or somewhere here in my room if I can find. I don't have much wall space left, but P, thank you so much for doing this challenge and for making me use some of these wonderful pieces and be able to see them and enjoy them rather than keeping them in their little vaults, to pull them out periodically and reminisce. And don't think I mentioned my grandmother. She has been gone for probably at least 25 years now. So I've been hoarding this stuff for quite some time. So thank you, P, for the challenge, and I will put the link to her challenge video down below. Definitely worth doing, and hope you all hope you like it, and I sure appreciate you watching and your comments, and hope you have a great day and break into your Hoard Vaults and get going on this challenge. It's totally worth doing. Hope to see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.